Well, hey, this is Josh Nelson with Seven Figure Agency. I hope that you and your family are staying safe with the whole situation that's going on here with the coronavirus. And I wanted to give you some ideas and insights on how to not only survive this situation, but to really thrive. And so I pulled together a group, what I call a roundtable of highly successful digital marketing agencies on kind of what they're doing, how they're approaching this situation, how they're thinking about it, and what you can do to really make sure you're positioned to emerge from this as strong or stronger than when you started. Check it out. Now I want to shift to landing clients. This is a tough time to be prospecting and to be landing clients. So I just want to hear from the group, like, what are you guys doing as it relates to marketing and prospecting at this point, if any? And we'll start with Alan.
Okay, never stop marketing. I have not stopped marketing since I started in 2015, and it's really the secret to my success. And what I'm doing now is we're email marketing to the high population areas in the country using a targeted list. And those engaging with our outreach, either through opening or clicking through to the links that I have in my email, we are following up with a direct phone call. We're also speaking directly to our client base, and new sales this week have come from existing clients. So that is what we're doing. I did see somebody in the chat say, when you call clients, how do you not make it sound like it's a money grab? And the way I would answer that is I would call Mr. Prospect. Can I bring up some constructive strategies now that when this all passes, you'll be in a position to be moving forward full stream ahead. Keep it simple like that. Doesn't sound like a money grab. It's not a money grab. What you're doing is you're creating value now and keeping them in the positive mindset. So when this is all over, they can be off the ground running.
Great point. Always be marketing, right? And then I think I'm going to hand it off here, but one of the key tenets of marketing is to enter the conversation that's already going on in your customers and prospects' minds. And so it's mission critical. Any prospecting that you do is a little bit tweaked to the current state of affairs, right? If you're not mentioning, coronavirus or the lockdown and how the reason you're contacting them is because you think this is an opportune time for them to think about this or that, your marketing is going to fall completely on dead ears. So I think that was a great point. It's talking about here's why I think now is a good time. Let's go to Jim.
Point we're entering that conversation, and so any emails that are going out have constructive, here's things that you can do, here's some resources for you, things like that. Again, changing our content, focusing the content around things that can help them in this situation. I did 3 podcast episodes this week, so I'm just essentially, Daniel, like this, I'm trying to 100x what we're doing right now, man. We're, so, not just 10x it, like, let's crank it up, but have the right messaging at the same time. So same thing. And, so everything that we were doing, just, a little more of it. That's what we're doing.
I love it. And, all of that content you're putting out, it helps from a prospect perspective. It also helps from a retention perspective because the clients see you out in front of it. They see you as a thought leader.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that everything for the community right now, just with the, help people and it'll come back around to you for sure. I've gotten messages now on LinkedIn. I got a message on LinkedIn from one of the largest distributors of roofing products in the country, saying, hey, I shot your podcast episode out to a few of our clients recently, a few of our contractors that work with us. Thanks for doing that. Nice. Right? Like, and so we know that the content we're putting out is resonating, and that's, that's what we're trying to do. So
fantastic. Let's go to Brian.
Yeah. So anyone that's followed kind of what I do, I spend a lot of time in social media closed groups for our industry. And so what we've been doing, and really specifically me, has just been spending a lot of time in those groups, answering questions. I talk to a lot of people on a weekly basis about what they're doing in their business, how they're dealing with the COVID-19 issues, things that they're doing with their business, staggering crews in and out of their shop so they don't have contact, that type of stuff. And then I'm just taking that, basically the information that my customers are giving me, and sharing it in social media groups. Where obviously there's a large group of people that are potentially my ideal client. So really just focusing on providing value. And we've closed 3 clients and 1 this week. And considering the times, I consider that to be really successful. So that's really our biggest thing, is just focus on providing value to the groups that we're in.
I love it. Josh?
Yeah, so we are going to embark on a very aggressive Facebook campaign. We'll be working on that in the next week or so, and then we're going to go ahead and take advantage of the low cost per click, and continuing on with everything else that's been in the queue as if nothing's changed, whether that be, we're going to do another we're actually probably end up doing 2 webinars here in the next 3 weeks, and continuing to do all the content marketing that we're doing to try to drive as much traffic as we can. I've got hopefully 3 deals closing here in the next week to 10 days. And we're just going to keep, just got to keep pounding the rock, so to speak.
So Stacy's asking if your stuff is directed to attorneys specifically, the ads you're going to be running.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll say right now, a lot of people are actually having a lot of success in the group running case study campaigns, or like I just recently launched the COVID-19 marketing strategy for plumbing and HVAC contractors. And we're getting very, very cost effective leads on that. Like I'm talking about $2 and less, because you can pick a targeted audience. You can make it a lookalike in your copy. Just kind of call out plumbing and HVAC contractors. Now is not the time to be afraid. It's the time to take action, and we developed this to help you with that. There's another person in the group that specializes in working with chiropractors, doing the same kind of the message, how to succeed or thrive with the COVID situation, and getting like the lowest cost per lead we've seen for agency related type stuff in a long, long time. So Stacey, to answer your question, yes, it is working and it is effective. Let's go to Danny.
Yeah, the COVID-19 plan, guys, reach out to every major manufacturer, every major group owner, and offer that help. So I'm going on my 7th, one of those 20-minute webinars, live Zoom calls in tight groups, and there's nothing better for positioning right now than being of help. And be there with open help, and I'm sharing with them different ways that they can do estimating and quoting over the phone. Like I said, I work with concrete guys, and those guys, when I say they don't want to deal with technology, they really don't. Like getting them to open up Zoom is just a 20-minute call in itself. But getting them to adapt that, showing them and sharing different strategies, that has been a winner for me right now. And that's just organic reach out. On top of that, the messaging, overall, the communication that we're putting out there is differently. I just invested in more advertising on one of the association's channels, so they're going to let me do another webinar for this time, and that's just giving me exposure in that front. So I am looking at this as in, if they didn't know who I was before this started, when this is done, they're going to know my name. They're going to know our company name. So it's more branding play than anything else, Josh. Positioning, to be, just a big player in the industry.
I love it. I like the fact that your thought isn't just one-to-one prospecting. It's let's create the content, let's get it to our prospects, but let's also look for the industry partners, the associations, and
they all want it. They all want
wider the reach and wider the impact.
They all want it. They all want it. I have not had one person that said no. And I'm being very, very specific on who I want, what groups I want to be known in and all that stuff. So it's not just anywhere, it's just, I'm very, very, very targeted audience there.
Awesome. Jimmy, prospecting, marketing, business development?
Absolutely. So, Danny, kudos to you for that action. That's going to make you grow fast. I love it. I love it. I mean, we built Jimmy Marketing with no ads, no direct outreach, no ads. We use joint venture partners where we teamed up with gurus who teach these doctors on practice management, how to build their practice, that sort of stuff. So we're doing those webinars. I'm not doing them with them live. I'm actually doing them on my own, and then they're distributing them for me. They're using them in their materials. But I mean, Danny, you gave me an action item to go and look at other associations, because the content that we have in these webinars is great. Even if they get the replay out, would be phenomenal. So we stopped all normal nurturing. When I say normal, your traditional nurturing in terms of, go get more reviews, all the basic kind of evergreen stuff that's out there. We've stopped that. We've shifted 100% on the COVID-19 topic. I think, Josh, you posted in the Facebook group, make sure your ads are timely. So we're not doing the generic stuff anymore. We're going all on the COVID-19. We're upselling while we're not doing the virtual consult software. It's not our software. We're selling the integration of that with, with like the calendaring, so they can do the real-time appointments, some training, setting up a landing page. And, we've been able to bring in about $10,000 of revenue to existing clients on upsells, and then new clients as well, where normally we would make them pay our full $37,000 package in the first 6 months with ad spend, or nothing. Like, you got to do that with us or nothing. We're now doing, the virtual consults to start to set up the relationship, the 0% financing. We're doing direct mail now, FedEx, and getting them information on the webinar around COVID-19. Now, I recorded 2 webinars last night. We're going to get the replay out to those people and add new people to the list. We're looking into LinkedIn Sales Navigator to get the replay to other people in the niche, and more of the joint ventures, and just trying to do everything we can, because now our retention rate before this thing was 99% month over month.
Wow.
And so this is new to us to lose 6% of our monthly revenue, and we had goals of growth, and not only is our growth not as good right now because we're not getting as many new sales, but we're losing money. So now we're gonna have to replace the loss of the money plus the existing growth that we had. So we're really ramping up to just be out there, and when this thing turns, and we want to be top of mind for them. And I love the Alan, always be marketing, always be closing. I love it.
No doubt. Good stuff. So some good insights here on how to land clients and kind of keep the pedal to the metal. A lot of people, they look at the scenario and they just think there's no new clients to be had, right? It might be one thing to retain what you've got, but there's no chance to land new clients. I can tell you, just about everybody in this group has landed clients in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and they're positioning themselves to be even stronger and better positioned in their vertical going forward. Well, I hope you got value from that video. You got some good ideas and insights that you can go back and implement. And you might still be thinking, like, how do I proceed? What do I need to do next? I just want you to know I put together an action plan on what you should be doing to truly maximize your potential as it relates to prospecting, as it relates to client retention, as it relates to managing your team, as it relates to contingency planning. And if you want to download that, you can just go to sevenfigureagency.com/action plan, no dash, sevenfigureagency.com/action plan. There you can download the action plan and really get the step-by-step instructions on how to really take your agency from a potential place of struggle to really being able to thrive in this environment. So go out there, be successful, keep your mindset in the right place. Let me know how I can help serve and support you. And grab the action plan at sevenfigureagency.com/action plan. Stay safe.